gosh, I don't know. You know, Ellen might have been wrong. You know, I put these Corona bottles out here hoping they'd spread, and now I'm starting to get green bottles showing up in here. These nice green sprouts coming off of them. They look like they're Rolling Rock bottles. Now, I'm a little surprised to find that a Mexican beer would start to multiply and spread as a beer from Pennsylvania, but hey, you know, whatever. Most new shoots are green. These are green. Nothing in it but rainwater, though. Yeah, I came out this morning and dumped the coffee grounds. I was going to throw them out there on the mushroom, and I noticed this little tiny almond agaric sticking up. And I said, oh, I guess I'll toss that in the eggs rather than let the slugs eat it. Well, and on the way back through, I was walking and I looked down and went, oh my goodness, look at that. The wine caps, they're popping back up again. And I see there's one coming up in the roeos. Maybe there's more hiding under there. I don't know. Oh, in fact, yes, I see another one right over there hiding in the hypoestes. So they're popping up under the leaves. But, oh my goodness, look at those guys over there. There's a nice cluster of them. I see one of them there's got a tiny slug bite. I'm going to get these picked. A gentleman lately, one of the viewers, saying, Bill, please show more dragon fruit. Okay, well, since I'm out here with the mushrooms this morning, I'm going to show you the dragon fruit. And as you can see, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous, and there's nothing happening because it's just not that time of year. Despite the fact that Hawaii is a tropical environment, things here can be very seasonal, and dragon fruit is. Although there's one thing happening here that I think is really worth sharing. You see, I've spread sawdust all over to use for spawning mushrooms. But this cactus is an epiphyte, and it produces aerial roots. And the roots have been growing themselves down to the surface of the soil and literally rooting into the sawdust here. You can see right here. See? There's one root right there, and as it comes down, it branches, and it turns into about 5 of them. So I don't know, these things are turning themselves into banyan trees here. I had put coconut fiber on these posts to allow the roots to grow into it, and they are, but we're having just an explosion of them now on the all over the outsides, coming down and heading for this sawdust. It's as if the plant knows there's something down there. It's rather odd. Anyway, it's time to pick these mushrooms and get around eating my breakfast. Yep, it looks like mushroom omelets for breakfast and probably mushrooms with pasta for lunch today. The quantity of mushrooms coming out is increasing by the day. Well, the lion's mane mushroom spawn is doing really, really well. I got a bag right here. It's one of the older, smaller ones that is run all the way through. And so this morning I'm going to go ahead and we're going to plant this one out front. As for the rest of these 3, I'm going to let them fruit in the bags, actually. And these back 2 over here, these are the ones that we did the other day. And you can see the spawn is running, and we're already getting mushrooms on the top over here to pick inside the bag. So the spawn isn't even completely run, and I'm getting mushrooms here. This is pretty fast. Oh yeah, looks like I'll be having lion's mane mushrooms for dinner tonight. Okay, well, here we are out on the chip pile. And you can see, if you look around here, see this? That's blueberries. That's some stupid birds. They aren't even letting them turn blue, and they're ripping them off the bush. Ugh. Anyway, here I got myself a bag of lion's mane spawn, and I'm going to make 2 spots out of it here in these chips. Okay. Next, there I have a couple of spots made up. Next, I'm going to open the bag. All right, next, I'm going to cover it up. It seems that covering the mushrooms up with cardboard or with newspaper, it really seems to help get the spawn to run. And so we're going to use ourselves one of them prepaid post office boxes here. That's already had a life. There we go. Put that down on top. I already had some cardboard here. There we go. Well, I'm going to put a sheet of plastic over the top. Keep the cardboard moist. Well, I had some friends come by the other day, and we maintained social distancing out here, but we did go through and did some serious weeding out in my vegetable garden. Moved some of the weed block around to cover up weedy areas here. And then I managed to get some broccoli and cabbages planted right here in front of us. And then there's also an entire row of sweet onions here. So I'm starting to get my crops in. I also still have a lot of weeds, as you can see. Down here under the cardboard, though, we have some pretty good almond agaric spawn running. And the corn's looking all right. I got a little tiny patch of it over here. Well, yeah, and we got lots of vegetable plants out here, by the way. And as long as you're willing to come on by and follow the CDC rules and social distancing and all that, you're all welcome. Come on down here and get some pepper plants, tomato plants, cabbage, broccoli, kale. We got all sorts of stuff here. There's pigeon peas. I get sweet corn. And of course we got the usual fruit tree stuff too. Business has been pretty slow. I got a really good chunk of Hawaiian cocktail pepper here, which is a popular local, but I also have the ahi dulce, which is an awesome pepper. It has a spicy aroma, but it is a sweet flavor. It's not hot. A tremendous smell and taste. It's also not in general commercial circulation. It was part of an experimental program. And so for that gentleman who asked me about how's the dragon fruit going, you're looking at it, it's doing well. Things I got here that were sent from California are thriving. Now, these are all new plantings. I took out the yellow dragon fruit that was here because I found out the yellow dragon fruit doesn't put up with the sunlight out here very well, so it gets sunburned. So I'm switching varieties. So, aloha folks, hang loose. Y'all stay well. Follow the guidelines, stay home and whatever you need to do. But if you got to go out, go on out into the garden.